because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette.
I've been getting a lot of requests to teach people how to do it, whether it's at events, through DMs, or just comments on posts. People are always asking, how do you no comply? What's your trick tip to no comply? How do you do it? What do you recommend? Like, how do you put your fingers? All this stuff. I'm going to try and explain that right here as well as I can, with the exception that, for one, I'm not the best no complier. I'm not very consistent, and I know you guys see me do a lot of no comply clips, but it can take me some time sometimes. Honestly, like, it's not a trick that came overnight for me. I'm being completely 100% honest. I started learning this trick in probably 2013. Didn't really master it, and still haven't really mastered it, and it's been like 10 years now. It's all just kind of trial and error of learning how you feel comfortable doing it. So my best example of seeing a no comply is Ray Barbie's no comply. There's a lot of old videos of him doing it. I'll put one up right now. So if you see in that video, what Ray does is he pops it up, he guides it with his knee, and then brings it back down. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be able to get those perfect like that. I still can't get them perfect like that. These are the steps to kind of get your no comply closer to being like that. So with the finger placement, I think the front finger is on the edge closer to you, somewhere kind of in the middle, maybe closer to the front truck. The back finger is kind of in this back pocket away from you. So I think that helps a lot for like, you're taking your finger off and just having the most leverage with this part of the board, because you want to be able to like guide it. You're guiding it all mostly with your back finger, and like that's how you really get the shape of your no comply, is like how you pop it with your back finger. You have that finger placement. What I really recommend is just sitting there, putting your finger down, and putting the board back into your other finger like this. Have it right there, and bring it back down. Have it back there, bring it back down. Just keep doing that motion, and you'll get comfortable with the motion of popping it with that finger. The next step is when you're rolling, so you're gonna pop the finger down, you're gonna pop, and then you're just gonna guide it with this finger, with the back finger. So you bring it up, and it's gonna go back the first couple times. Especially learning it this way, it's gonna pop back. A lot of people don't like that, but honestly that's the way I learned it, and I found it most comfortable doing it that way. And then later on, figure out how to level it out. So you just keep going like this, pop back, and go forward. And that's the biggest part too, is once you're trying to figure out how to level them out more, like get more of that, like that, it's all about keeping it lower and keeping your center of gravity with it to be like more like down and like forward. So that's the best tips I have for this trick. It's all about just practicing and getting it better and shaping it to the way you want to be. Honestly, it's fingerboarding. There's no rules. You can have the way your no comply is versus the way other people's no comply is. People just learn things different, and what's more comfortable to someone else might be different to another person. And after you watch this tutorial, tag me on your Instagram story of you doing a no comply. If you haven't gotten them before, or maybe if you have them but you were able to figure it out a little bit more after watching this video. I'd love to see them, and I'd love to see more no complies in the fingerboard scene, honestly. I don't see them as much. I don't see them as like properly popped, so it'd be really rad to see more of them. And if you guys are interested and this does well enough, maybe I'll do a part 2 and do no complies into grinds and slides and stuff like that, and maybe that would be an interesting part 2 to this video. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are able to learn them. Peace.